Okay, so let's take a look at how you can use Oracle Apex to create a starter app out of the sample dataset, right? So first thing we go to do is we sign up to Oracle Apex. We have like multiple options to get Oracle Apex workspace. First being requesting this right away, or you can log into your Oracle Cloud and access Apex from there. Alternatively, you can use Enterprise Edition or Express Edition to install Apex locally. There is also VM option for those who want to use VM in cloud or on local VMware or VirtualBox. Right, so I will just request free workspace. Here I can add name, last name, email, workspace name, location. I will accept the part where I'm new to Apex. Also, I have to accept the use for terms and condition here. And then when I request workspace, it will allow me the approval in email. From there, I can set up the password and log into dashboard that looks like this. Right now here we are going to create our first app, and for that we will use existing sample app that we can check from gallery, right? Or alternatively I can first sign up to workspace, right? So often it will ask you to sign in because it kind of triggers the authentication, right? So these are some of the sample application that I can directly import into Apex and work further. I don't get much customization in this case, but I can just install it, right? So here you can see sample apps, starter apps, and custom apps, right? So out of that we will go to the process of creating the app. So we go to app builder, then we choose create new app or install starter or sample app. So we'll click on second option, that right. Now let's see if I want to use some app like customer app. So I will click on starter app, click on customers, click install button, and here you can see install application. Click on advanced settings. Here you can see auto assign new application ID and use the account schema. Click on install application, right? So now it will take some time to install. Notice you don't get much customization option in this case. So if you are just using this for learning, this may be a good idea, but other than that I don't think there is much you can do with this particular sample app. Everything will be done for you here. So only thing we can, at the most we can do, is customize few things here and there, but pretty much we get pre-made installed app here where we don't have much. Also option to check the previously uploaded data either, right? There will be some data that we will go through, right? So let's take a look at pages. So all these pages created already, can add additional. So if you use create page option, you can choose that. So we'll come back to this part later. Now let's run this application. Now here I will have to use the Apex password, sign in, and here you can see it will ask me this first page for setup, right? So I will have to load sample data, say yes to all the options and complete the setup, right? And once I do that, I will be presented to dashboard that looks something like this, right? All the options within our dashboard, right? Along with that, there is one menu at the top left. You can see currently we are viewing customers. We can also go to product section, and that should be like this. We have list of products and any update if made are given in customer users, right? Then there is option for things like reports, administration activities, contacts, competitors, partners, etc. Right, so if we click on contacts, you will find contacts that look something like this, right? So we can add the details and click on add customer contact, right? So it should look pretty clean. Just have to add everything, extend with additional information, and your data will be uploaded to contacts. Just like some CRM, it works the same, right? Similarly, we can also check the activities and we'll see if we can add activities as well. So we have presentation, phone call, conference. Can add new activity. Again, choose the type, name, date, owner, location, and description. All I can set through here, right? Then similarly like that, we can also mess with the customer section here. Pretty complicated, but looks good considering each customer gets tab like view. Can also change this into report view, which will be basically list view. There is one more view which is logo view. So the companies have logo, it will get that. And the tab like view, which is card view. Let's go with our typical view, which is table for customers. We can add new customer here. Like previously mentioned, you get to add all the details of customers, including their logo, project name, classification, stock symbol, and all other IDs. Then you simply add customer at the end, right? It will get added there. Then you have geographies and categories. So there you have chart for your customers. Similarly, you can also check the category of customer already set through the table. So now we will take a look at how to add our own page. So we click on create page, go to form, right? Then click next. Here let's see, we choose add new, just use the add new, nothing more. And then we choose the table. Now lot of table here, right? Everything already made for us. So I'll choose just customer notes, right? Click next. You should create a form in form designer. So we get to view that particular designer page. Here you can pick the primary column, but in my case I don't want that, so I will stick with the basic one, right? Now we got our page designer. Let's take a look at our new form page. So we will go to our app and let's take a look at add new page. So add new at the bottom of menu. Here you see row version number, customer ID, contact ID, note, and all that data. You can add that. That also works as one of the form within our customer application. So you can use this particular sample app to kind of learn how to use the Apex and how to add and remove some of the features within this application. You don't have to touch the database here. Everything is accessible through low code interface, so you can make use of that. Now we'll take a look at option to export the data, right? So I'll just click on export, choose export here, and let's see, I want to export the SQL file of this application. So here you see it will start the process and it should extract .sql file out of this particular application. And once it does that, you can see that it has good option for you to also upload, just in case if you create some data outside the application and want to specifically import in one of the tables within the starter app. So that is also possible. So if your particular application is too big, then the SQL file that is generated will also take longer time. As you can see, it is still doing the processing in the background. So here you can see the file was around 3.5 MB, so a large file there. So I can just go back to dashboard and we will go on to a new flow. So let's say we managed to create Apex app out of starter apps. We managed to create a form, managed to export the data. Now can we delete this app? If I want to, you can by going on to the edit button, then click on delete this application, right? And here you can choose remove application definition and supporting objects, so deinstall, right? So let's see if it allows me to do that. It will take some time and then it will kind of remove your app. So if it fails to remove some of the databases, then that may be one of the problem, but most likely it removes everything. So let's wait for it to finish the removal. So we can recap. We managed to create Apex app by requesting free workspace, right? That was one part. Second part, we managed to create a form page for that starter app. We managed to export the data in a SQL file, and also we managed to deinstall the application if I'm not using, right? So I will go back to dashboard and see if I have the app. So there is no app, also there is no table, so everything is wiped out as well. So you get the idea how to create an Apex app using starter app